as you leave today. All right, so this way, I have to turn this on. All right, so let me plug this back in here so that Mercy can use the little clicker when she wants to, because she might want the clicker. And actually, I'm gonna have to get the clicker from back there when it gets that time. So Mercy is going to come tell us about the outreach to Atuna. However, first we're going to listen to a video, and I believe this is your daughter, right?
Yes.
Are you a proud mama? There you go. All right. So let's see if I've got this loud enough for you to hear. This is about 6 minutes long. Okay.
My husband, as I'm saying, problems, so I had to take his name.
That's very nice.
If you mention my name in the whole place, everybody knows it as my lady name. And then other
Ministries.
Oh yeah, yes, I'm one of the board of directors of Charismata Steward Ministries, a very thriving and energetic NGO that seeks to help the vulnerable, that seeks to take away the sorrows and the pains of those that are in need of help. Yes, that is Charismata Steward Ministries.
What do you do as directress for Charismata Steward Ministries?
Okay, Charismata Steward Ministries, like I said, is a non-governmental organization that seeks to help the needy and the vulnerable in the society. If I say help the needy and the vulnerable in the society, I mean people that need help in terms of education, people that need help in terms of health, people that need help in terms of upgrading their livelihood within the society. If you look at our country, Ghana, when you take the cities and towns, the capital cities of the various regions that we have, you see a lot of development. You feel that all is well with people. People go about their duties, go and come back. But my brother, there are people that are in dire need of help that live within these societies. When you go to the hinterlands, there are people that need real help, people that are in need, people that need help to even go to school. We say that politically, we say that everything is going on well, there are schools being built, but as we talk, we still have schools that are under trees, schools whose buildings are mud, right? And the children go to school, and then there's no roof, or when it rains, the rains enter their classrooms, their books get wet. When you have a child like that, how do you expect that child to compete with a child that goes to an international school in the city or town, or probably even a government school in the city or town? The radar is never the same. You understand? It is these people that Charismata Steward Ministry seek to help. You see, we take people that are sick. When we say people that are sick, when you go to the hospitals, the number of people in the hospitals that are sick, to me, are about 40%. The actual number, the 60%, live within the society, because not everybody is privileged enough to have money to go to the hospital. Even when they do, sometimes certain diseases require huge sums of money that ordinary Ghanaians, if I should say, cannot afford. Therefore, if I am suffering from such a disease, God forbid, or somebody is suffering from such a disease, and then they go to the hospital and they can't pay for it, I'll come back home and then manage my sickness. So this is what Charismata seeks to take, or seeks to alleviate the country from, or seeks to alleviate the people from. So as a board of director, we make sure that when we hear of these things, we go to the people. Those we can help, we help. Those we can help pay their hospital bills, we do. Schools that are in need of books that we can donate to, we do. Schools that we can solicit help for, for people to come and build. We do. We've gone to various places, various communities to offer a hand of help to these people. And that is what we do as Charismata Steward Ministries, of which I am a body.
Well, before we continue, let me chip in with this question. Through your visit to this needy in our society, what has been some of your major challenges?
The greatest and major challenge that we face is funding, financial challenge. It's, I don't know how to say it, but sometimes if you don't have faith like we do in God, you will give up. Because when you get to these communities, getting there requires money. You have to buy a fuel car. You have to take, sometimes when we are doing outreaches like this, when we go to donate clothing and stuff to these communities, you have to go along with doctors. And you can't go along with anybody without paying them. These doctors are paid to do their jobs. And if they have to leave their jobs to follow you to hinterlands, to communities, to give medical care or probably medical screening, you cannot go without paying them. You pay fuel, you give them food to eat. I mean, human beings thrive. We have to thrive on something. Water you will drink, all these things aside, when you go, the drugs you have to give to these people, you have to buy them. You understand? And when you go, sometimes you have to even take money out of your pocket to give to the people in the communities or to give to the people who you are even going to donate to. Because sometimes you may have clothing, you may have shoes, you may have books to give out, you may even have drugs to give out. But how can somebody take drugs without eating? Maybe the person to even have a square meal a day is a problem. So it becomes, the owners will have to rely on you to give that person money to even feed. So what the greatest challenge we face as an NGO, as a non-governmental organization, is funding. Money is a huge problem. Money is a huge problem. If money to me, there may be others, but to me, my main headache in this organization is money.
Very well. Mrs. Belinda Krobia Asante.
All right. Thank you so much, Belinda. Thank you very, very, very much for today that you accepted me here and Miss Susan and our ministry to come and tell you about what we are doing. Thank you, Rabbi. We appreciate you so much. Thank you, Mrs. Rabbi. Thank you very much. Our congregation, people, a lot of people will not accept you in their churches because you don't go to church there, or maybe you go to church there, but they're not, interested in what you are doing. And so it got to people who know God, who love God, who want to do what God require us to do before they can open their door for you to enter in. God richly bless you. I thank God so much. What Belinda was saying is just often that God has put in on my heart to start, because I was nothing. But through God, I believe I'm somebody that God can use me. My life wasn't easy when I was growing up. I was born and raised, beginning with, it was very good. But to my, from 8 years and above, I fall into very, very bad situation. I am a child of 7, and I'm the last born. And only 4 of us get to go to school. But I wasn't one of them. 3 were just going to school and doing things, and my parents were able to take care of them until it get to my time. I went to school a little bit to around maybe P4, and then something bad happened. My father, these days we call it cancer, but those days we didn't know what that was. So my father fell sick, and when like we were sitting there, he would be sleeping. He would wake up a minute and then start sleeping. And so they took him to somewhere, and there wasn't doctors, so people who use herbs to, heal people, that is where they took my father. So my father wasn't near where we were living, and my father has cocoa farm, big cocoa farm. He has big coffee farm. Now we don't have coffee farm in Ghana, but before, I know how to pro coffee. I know how to, make it get dry and stuff like that. But oranges and everything, and when he left, all of a sudden, fire get into it. So all of it burned. And so it was tough. Then my mom, we go to extreme. I'm talking now, my mind is going to Atuna. That is where our farming and stuff was. There's a stream there that we go there and fetch water. And there's some big rocks in the water. It was slippery, I don't know how they call it. And my mom tripped on it and then fell and broke her arm. And there's no doctor. And so they have to take care of her in the house. And doing all this, then it got to me and my mom, because my siblings are not where Atuna is. They are in somewhere else. So look at me around 11, taking care of my mom so that my mom can send money to my father. And so I used to follow people who have corn farm, like maize, a big corn farm. And when they packing it, when they cut it and the corn and the husks, we just follow them and gather them, So at the end of the day, they will let you have a load, like how much you can carry home. So that is what a little girl has to get and go home and, use your hand to get the corn out and make a cornmeal. And then I have to make a dough and sell it within the village for people to buy it. And so we can get something to send my father. And then we too will have something to eat. So it was tough. And got so good, my father get a little better. And so I start crying. I want to go to school. I don't want to stay home. And at this time, I was around 12, 13. I have my breast. And my elder brother, who went to school, actually, telling me, no, you grown. You're not going to no school. You're too old. And I'm like, I will. And continuously, my father, he can. He would depend on my siblings to help me. But it wasn't that. They wouldn't do it. And so I decided to go to school, whatever it is. So my brother told me they're going to start me in class 1. Start beginning. I said, yes, I will. And the children are like this, and And so they test me. And then I passed. They took me to class 2. And then they test me. Then I passed. They took me to class 3. So within a year, I was in class 4. And so they tested me again and took me to class 5. And I was tall and strong. So it was sports time. And we have to run. We have to do this. And basketball, then I pray fast. I don't know how. And then I would run and I just 4x400. Nobody can beat me. They took me to, they let me run with the middle school there, so still. And then the school was so happy. So they start right there, taking care of me. All this thing that I'm telling you, my clothes was torn. I don't have shoes, better shoes to wear, but I don't care. All what I want to do is to go learn, study. And so the school start helping me. They pay my school fees. They buy me some shoes to go to school. A teacher, a lady, her husband was a council manager. She loved me to death. And so every day she would take, that time we go to school 2 times. We go morning at 8 o'clock, close, and then go back at 12. And so that was what was going on. And then got so good, I graduated from 10th grade. And I was so happy that I get that done. And I met my ex-husband, which is Belinda's father. He was, because of the sports, that is where I met him. And then he was telling me I wouldn't get anything to do with him because I hate him. I won't because, he drinks too much. And so we are the young ones, we laugh at them. Those young men who are doing that. But he is assistant principal. And then I want to go to school. And I have scholarship. And that scholarship, you have to pay half. And so the half, my parents will not, we can't. Because I carry mangoes, to go to school, take care of me. Even though the school doing something, they won't do all like that. And so that was what I was doing. And now, secondary school, you won't get time to do all this. And so I need somebody to help me. And so a friend of mine told me, if you want to go to school, listen to him. Go get him and let him take you to school. He will help you because he's in the school. That is my downfall. And so that didn't happen. I didn't have no school. He said the school would not agree to it because I'm his girlfriend and da-da-da, so that didn't happen. And then I get pregnant with my firstborn. So then I can't talk because if I speak English, he is, university graduate. And look at me, 10th grade. What am I going to say to him that will make any sense? He laughed. He would tell me, stupid, that English, we don't speak that English here. And even my friends, like Ghana up to now, if you don't have a better education, your mouth, you don't open to speak no English. Because the words has to be perfect. If not, then you won't go near where people are. They have names that they call you. And so, even though I was living in a secondary school, I couldn't go to where people are. I feel shame. I feel like, I'm not worthy. I feel like I'm not even a human being or something, because they call me different kinds of names. If Ghanaian is here, they will understand what I'm going to say. They call you bully bully. That means you don't have brain that people has. And so it was tough on me. But God's so good. The Lord lifted me. God showed me who he was. I didn't do nothing. I just leave myself to Christ. The main important thing in my life was giving my life to Jesus. And when I did that and let him use me anywhere, at church, everywhere, you know, I don't want to be women's fellowship leader, but I will be behind the scene and help the leaders. I did that. God helped me. All of a sudden, let me cut it short. Whatever I went through is so much, even abuse in the marriage. But through that abusive, one day I ran away from the house, and God brought a business person to me. So they offered me a business, and I accepted it. And then I start selling big rice, and sugar, 100 kilos, 50 kilos, bring it. Then I opened a store. Then I opened another store. Then all of a sudden, something bad happened. Somebody who is very smart took it from me. You know, but still, God is good. All of a sudden, God brought me to U.S. without me doing anything. I didn't know anybody here. I'm cutting everything short for us to get out. So God brought me where I met somebody when they took everything that I have. It wasn't mine. It was people's money. But they took it from me. But when that happened, God let me, somebody else came and rescued me. They prophesied on my life. I will be in U.S. a year. But this day, a year, I laugh like Sarah. Because I don't know nobody in U.S. or anywhere, and you sitting there looking at me because I help you, so you're going to tell me a year by this time you will be in United States of America, not even any country, but U.S., you a liar. You know, so I laugh. It's okay. You laughing, Sarah. A year by this time, God is telling me you will be in U.S. And so I put the date on. It was July 18, a year 2000. July 18, a year 2001. July 18th, I was in JFK, where I didn't know how that happened. And up till now, the person that I met to help me like that, I never seen him any longer. No more. I don't even know where he come from. I knew he from Ghana, but even the people, I asked them, they said, we don't know where he is at. It looked like he doesn't have family. I can't find him. But God's so good. I was in JFK in front like this, and the Holy Spirit like, where are you? I'm like, oh, I'm in U.S., me? Then I'm looking, and came like, what is today's date? I'm like, oh, July 18th. Oh, my God. Oh, just a year. Oh, Lord. Like, and so, yeah, God brought me in, and God started Charismata Steward Ministries, where I didn't know how, but, you know, I'm here by helping other people. I'm here helping other people because I saw what people here does. They love people. When I came, people helped me to start my life again. And so I remember that the Lord said that, don't forget where you come from when I lift you up. And so I didn't forget my back. So we just start Charismata Steward Ministry. Through that, God gave me some stuff, and then I sent to Ghana. And my children, Belinda, Mavis, who went to heaven, and Max and Sandra, they would take it and give it to poor people and pay people's school fees from my pocket and, do things for these people. So 2017, we start Charismata Steward Ministry in Ghana. And then I came here, still I was here. So we start 2023, we start doing our 501(c) in here. And so we went and get to Atuna because we have a lot, but we just want to do something for Atuna. So let us see what we are doing there.
This is the town of Atuna, where their major act is farming. And this town has various problems that they face, ranging from water, health, education, and other things. There's only one source of water in this town, which is their borehole. And it gets to a time that they complain that the water does not even flow. So it becomes hard to get water out of the borehole. And sometimes the ladies go there and they join a very long queue, which makes them late in everything that they do. You go there and you come. Chips compound, clinic, hospital they are using to take care of themselves. There's not even a drugstore in this town. So it means that when someone gets sick, it takes long time to walk from Atuna to the next town, which is Erisa, and the next town that follows it, which is Wenchi, where they can get access to good health care. It has become a problem for them because sometimes women are pregnant, going to give birth, and they will die along the way. That is the plight these people are facing, the people of Atuna are facing. Now their children walk long distances to get to where they are schooling. And that is very bad. Thank you.
And so Atuna here was where I was living when I was young. This time, it's not the farmers, it's the laborers. People came from northern part of Ghana to come and labor because there is desert, very, very, dry place. They can't, sometimes even food, they can grow food over there. So they come here to labor. And look at a poor labor for a poor. That laborers, the people that they're going to labor for, they don't have anything. Sometimes it won't be raining, and then their food, they can't pay them. They can't pay nothing. And so they are suffering. That is the reason why their children are suffering too. Because if I work for you and you couldn't pay me, how am I going to take care of my child? How do you live like this? So it makes it difficult for them. And so the other time that we were there, their children, a woman was pregnant, and we were doing work, and a woman, the next day we're supposed to come and go and work again. The woman gave birth to a child, but the child passed away because they couldn't take her to the hospital to do, to have a better, labor. So she died. It's a boy, the boy died, and then they were burying that boy. I went to see that woman to say, I'm sorry, but, I couldn't say I'm sorry, because as soon as I entered there, she was like this, looking at my face like I can do something, and I didn't do it because I knew the situation over there. And maybe transportation, or maybe find somebody to come and help them, but I don't have it. And so she was like this, and I look at her, tears in her face, and I just turn around. I couldn't say anything. There's no drugstore here. There is no transportation here. Like, there is nothing. A tuna is raw. Even food sometimes is hard. Their water is very, very bad. A girl too, I don't know if I have her here or not. That girl too, we met her in the tuna. She crawled in her belly like a snake. She was grown. She worked, and all of a sudden she gets sick. And all of a sudden she just like that. We met her, I felt bad. We gave her a wheelchair, make a privacy for her, and cement the floor and everything for her. All of a sudden, she passed because of the bad water that they're drinking. We took care of hernias. People who has their leg all of a sudden, they get up and it's swollen and make a sore, and the sore is into their bone. And then we have to take them to the hospital. So it was so much in that village to take care of. You can't look at it and go turn yourself away. And so I just prayed to God and asked him, what do I do? He said he's God. He will help. So I need to step up. Somebody has to do something for him to do something. And so that's why I put myself in this position, because he knows I have none, but I know he has everything. So with these children, can you go forward? Yeah. Go another one. Another one, I just finished that one. Yes, so we went and gave some clothing to people over there so that, and this woman, the girl that I was talking about, this is his grandmother. His grandmother was walking the same thing, and then she became paralyzed. Nobody know what happened. She crawled on her bottom like this. And so before she has a wheelchair, so she give the wheelchair to that girl. That is the girl sitting there. And so we went and gave both of them wheelchairs, and there's a lot of people there that if we have the whole donation site, you will see how many wheelchairs we brought to that area. And some of them cannot even walk. Somebody throw out every day blood. Something wrong here. It's nothing but the water. And so water has become very, very tough for them over there. And so we're trying to talk about God too. When we get to everywhere that we go, we speak about God. We let them know, because these people, some of them haven't ever, they don't even know. So they worship idols. Every house that anything that is there is idol in there. They kill goats. to them. They kill chicken, blood on them all the time. And so that is a very great mission, and it's hard thing too, because they fight you. They do. A guy came to the church one time holding a stick, coming to beat me up. And I'm like, because I said that if you don't worship God, then that is disobedient. And he said that his children has turned themselves, believe in God, so they are disobeying him. And I should explain that to him. And I explained it right. And he understood what I was talking about. And so that is Atuna. We need to let the word of God work mightily there. So when we were coming here, first day that all this happened is my son and my daughter came and saw this building. This is a school right there. It's a school. If we have the video will tell you that day was 2nd February, that they were there learning the kindergartens. That is where they go to school. And so you can look at this one and tell a child thinking, I don't want to be like my dad or my mom. I want to change my life, so I want to go to school and stay in here and go to school. And when they graduate from here, that is where they walk 5 miles to school. If can that speak? No, I want that one. The journey to Atuna. That one to speak, yeah.
We are embarking on our journey to Atuna from Evisa, where the kids from Atuna attend school.
This journey is a 5-mile journey. 5 miles in and 5 miles out, making 10 miles.
These people do cashew farming. And this is where the yard where they do all the activities or prepare their cashew nuts for the market and for buyers to buy and even the government. As you can see, I was talking about children walking a long distance to school. This is the first batch of kids. You can see them. They are coming from Atuna to Evisa. That is where they go to school. This is a very long way for these kids. You can see they are very young, very, very young. And they walk all through these bushes, through these plantations, these trees, and they come to school in this dust. This is the second batch of students. You can see them as the drone has captured them. They are walking on their foot to this school every day in and day out. They walk to school and they come back to the village that is Atuna. Let's discuss something. These kids need our help because they can't be walking this long distance. By the time they get to school, they will be sleeping.
And so if you look at them, there's no buildings around them. And so if it's raining, they don't have weather forecast that people talk and tell people that today is going to rain or not. And so when it starts raining, it just rains. And so all these children are walking with no parent and no building around that they will run and find a shelter. And 5 miles, if they start at 6 o'clock, they will be there around 8 o'clock. The people who are near to that school, they will be learning 2 hours before these children get there. And so then they're late. How are they going to be like these children too, like their neighbors, their classmates. They can't beat nobody. They can't even compare anything to each other. And so the school is just like, I got to go. That's all. So it's very, very sad thing that these children are going through, but they want to change their lives. They don't want to be the same. And so I believe that God can use anybody to help these children to get a better life. I know definitely that Africans, some people can get up and talk about, oh, I have this, I have that, give me 1 million, and I will, help you to be rich. And people follow it. I watched that through Dr. Phil, and they scam people a lot. But it's not them. If you think about it, it's somebody who is wise that go to these people, and because they don't have job, they don't know what to do, they will grab them, recruit them, and train them to do bad. But if they can take care of themselves, if they have education, they will know bad from good, and they won't do what is going to harm somebody, and then along the way, somebody will arrest them, and then everything is gone. And so I believe that if we all in this world stepping up to each other, we will have a better life, a better world to live in. And not a tuna alone that we working at here too. In winter time, summertime, we give things away for people who are very, very in very, very bad situation that they need help. We support them. Some of them, we give them clothing. Some of them, I used to take people to the hospital. There's a lot of things that we are doing, but it's not enough. We need help. We need help. Actually, I was going to show a girl in Hickory that recently, a friend of mine called me and tested me, and told me that lady, they were doing drugs, but her and her husband, the husband left them where she has the baby, and now the husband back. They quit the drugs, but they lost everything. And so they're living in the bushes where they cut tree limbs, and, built a 5-year-old girl is with them in the bushes, looking for a place to live. We have that idea. We have that in our company that we can help. But how? That girl got up one day, they saw her holding a snake. Miss Susan, what's the name of that snake?
A copperhead. 5-year-old holding a copperhead.
Holding it like this. And the father took a video. He was scared, the mother was scared, but God didn't let that serpent do anything to the innocent girl. And so they don't want to live there, but they don't have anywhere to go. Our company, we want to have housing for such people, and then let them train and get back to their feet. But we don't know how. We need people who knows people that will come up and support us. Maybe you can use your ideas and support us, be in our board, or anything that will help, and let us help here, and then help others somewhere else. So I won't talk too much. I'm just going to ask you if you have any questions. This is Anson County. that we went and give book bags, that I spoke about that here. These book bags have Bible quotations, 2 cards, one for the parent and one for a child, that they will know that there's God who changes, who can change anything at any time, you know. And then if you give your life to him, he will drive you and make you a better person. And so we just encouragement a lot in every book bag and send it there. And now we're going to read, let them read the book and then send it to their children. And that too, we put encouragement in there for them to know that it's not over with. There is God who can change them, who can help them. And so we have one more, right? Okay, so this is what we do. We're building the school in Atuna. We want to build a better life, not just school. The school that we're building, it's not going to be a school like how Ghanaians do. We're going to build a better one, the one that the Lord will be in the middle. We are going to let them learn the Bible. We are going to let them study best that they can and change their lives. So we want everybody to join us to do that, and then they don't have medical anything. And so that all those things, but it gets how do you call it? It gets a town or a city, you know, to build life. You can't build life by one person, not only one family. This one hold here, this one hold here. That's how we have these fingers. Each one is not equal, but each one help each other. And so that is one thing that I need every one of us to know and then come on board and support us to build the world. Last one. And so right now is a tuna. So we need support. We need your help in books, in person, like being in our board, or like giving every time that you want to give, maybe the churches together, or however it is. Maybe your company where you work at. Sometimes they match your donation if you will talk to them and let them know that this is something that if they support, it will help. They don't know me, but they might know you. And so if you let them support us to build something better, it's going to be here forever. And you are going to be the leader of it. We don't actually have any leader. Our leader is God. And so we need each one of us to come and support us. One thing I want to throw in is that Atuna, you hear cashew. That cashew is a great business. It's a very huge business. People does that, but they pay little money to the farmers, and the farmers cannot pay the laborers. And so if we know anybody who want to, go there and do that business, I have another company there that will help them to do such business so that we can get, little something from it to support the ministry. So whoever knows anybody who is ready for any base, some people don't want to give their money without something coming back to them. And that is a great thing over there too. So we're building 6 classrooms unit, and then we're building teachers bungalows too, to support the children to have a better education. The upper one is the classroom. The bottom one is the teachers bungalow, 2 for each. Like right there, 2 teachers in one, 2 teachers in one. They have kitchen, they have everything that they can leave there. If you leave them to go and come back, I don't think anybody will walk, or, there's no transportation. How is he coming to stay there, coming to school every day? They won't, but if there is a place for them to live, then they will stay there. And so that is one thing that we're trying to do. Here is where we are now. We have built this one. Now we need. Go ahead. I want that. Yes, it's okay. Let them. Yeah.
This is the day the Lord has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad in it. The Lord has been so good to us. Today is the 10th of September 2025. And we have received some amount of money from our people in the United States of America. These individuals have helped us a lot. This is the work we are doing so far. Today we've been able to lay some of the blocks. That was some part of it was what I showed you, this one and the other one too. And then the last end too, they are still on it. We are doing that. And we'll be doing this concreting tomorrow. This is where it has it has filled a little, and the back there too has been filled. Secondly, we've dug where it's the back there, as you can see where I'm going, it was filled, and now we are digging it again. It was done, but it got filled, so we are digging it again. We are praying that God will help us so that we go through all these exercises, and then more help comes to us. Any amount of money that is sent to us, we'll do something in Ghana. It doesn't matter how much it is. Anything can do something to change lives in Ghana here. So I'm praying that you help us so that we help ourselves. This is the blocks that we've molded so far, as I showed you in the morning that we're doing. We thank God for how far He has brought us. In Jesus' mighty name, God bless all of us all.
Yes. Yeah. And the women carry water on their heads and then bring the water. And then the mans will, use pickers and whatever, that they can use to, to do what they need to do. And now they are up to a place that they have iron rods built that they try to put concrete in there. But we are of the cement again. So we need cement. And then secondly, we have we have to have something, I don't know how they call it, to put the concrete in it. That that it will just hold the pillar, so that the building will stand, and that is expensive too. Here is about. One is about maybe 200, but in Ghana, it's about 3,000. That is what they call it, their money. And so we need that. And then we need to fill the floor. So it will come up, and they need to hire a machine that can pull the sand from there. They have sand there, but the machine has to pull it up so that the people will carry it and flow the building. So it's just not. We're doing, but we haven't done it. But we're here today to ask you whatever you can to support us, that we can let this happen. It's not us, it's God who is here to help his people. They are his people too. He made them, and he loved them as he loved us too. And so I will put it stuff right here. So we have QR code and stuff. So the building will cost this one, 250,000, both the school and the teachers' bungalow. Everything, included the desk, the board, the park, everything that you name it, included, is 250,000. In Ghana money is 3 million. They talk about millions, but they don't have a dime. And so this is what we need, but we don't expecting that it will be one day. And so every minute count, every dollar count, block by block, that we're going to build. So we go this time, another time, and another time, and another time. It will build. Thank you so much, and God bless you. We have QR code, and however you want to help us, please do. We're not going to use anything for ourselves. No, everything is going through the school. God bless y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mercy. So, if you want to give, they have the QR code. So you can click on that, and that will actually make it where it just goes to them straight. Yep. So, anyway, and I'm trying to, there you go. So, there's one more. Sorry. All right, so there's the information for you. And I know that some may not be prepared, but for today, that's fine. You could take pictures of it, and if you get through the week or whatever and say, hey, I'd like to have that QR code, I can email it to you. All right. So anyway, with that, I do apologize for those that are live streaming. We Mercy and I did not rehearse this. All right. So we, as a matter of fact, I got the videos, all of them. Or in the power it yourself. And Lord, that you would to make bricks where there's not bricks. And Lord, that you would make concrete where there's not concrete. And Lord, we pray for a sound walls and sound roof, because